All right, you guys. Thank you for coming to class. I do apologize. I ended my last class a little later, and so I needed to run to the bathroom and just kind of stretch my legs a little bit. So I need to take a little break. But I'm back now. We're going to be practicing our reading. Ugly Girl is a shorter story. We'll probably get through that, and then I'll go to another story after that if we have some time left. Just depending on how things go. Okay, but yes, that's the story that we are going to be reading. Okay, and while we read through the story, we're going to be practicing our pronunciations. Okay, oops, excuse me. And let's see who we have in class so far. Bruno, how you doing, man?
I'm fine, Chad, and you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. How was the day at work today?
I don't know how to say that. Not a big deal.
Yeah, you could say it was okay.
Okay, it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. And you usually can use that sound. We say, it was okay. So it's a sound of like, yeah, it was just nothing normal, nothing new. Maybe a little boring, but just like it was okay. So that's how we would say that. Cool. What are your plans for the rest of the week? Just going to work? You have any plans for the weekend?
Yeah. I guess Thursday I'm going to watch the Iron Man 3.
Is that coming out this coming weekend? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
well, it looks like I'm going to go see Iron Man 3 this weekend, too.
Yeah, I'm going on Thursday to Friday at midnight or something. It's like, I don't know how to call that.
It's the midnight showing. That's what it's called, a midnight showing.
Yeah, a midnight showing of Iron Man 3.
There you go. Cool, man. Very cool. Well, welcome back to class. Good to have you here.
Thanks.
Let's see, Tarcisio, how you doing? Tarcisio, can you hear me? Okay. All right, check your mic. Oh, there you are. How you doing? It's a little muffled.
Fine. I don't know what's happening. Can you hear me better?
Yeah. Now that's a little bit better. Very cool. Okay. How's everything going?
It's going so perfect.
Cool.
I'm taking a trip.
Nice. Where are you going to?
Visiting some parents.
Okay. So are you on a trip right now?
Yes.
All right, and you said that you're visiting your parents. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Cool. Very cool. And how long are you going to be with them?
I think 2 weeks or more.
For 2 weeks?
I'm not sure about it.
All right.
But I
Great.
lost my ID.
You lost your ID?
Yes.
Oh no.
I got to pick it.
Oh no, that's terrible. Well, now are you driving or are you not driving?
Not driving.
Okay. Well, if you were driving and you didn't have your ID, then that would be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man.
That's
well, welcome back to class. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. How about Sofian? How are you?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Good. I'm glad to have you here in class. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right. How about Rami?
Hello.
Hey there. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Rami, where are you from?
I'm from Egypt.
Say that again.
I'm from Egypt.
From Egypt. Okay. Very cool. And welcome to class. It's good to have you here. All right. And let's see. We also have Jane.
Hello, chat.
Hello, Jane. And you have a new cute animal today,
Yeah, a baby jaguar.
a baby jaguar. So do you like baby animals?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Very very cool. So do you have any baby animals yourself? Do you have any animals that you take
Um,
care of?
no, because the place where I live is so small, it's so tiny, so I can't have animals.
Okay. All right.
But
Well,
yeah, I love.
hopefully one day you'll
Hopefully, yeah.
get a place that's a little bigger and you can have some animals.
Oh God, this is must be my future. Thank you, teacher. Thank you.
uh, okay, very cool. Let's go to Isabel. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks.
Fabulous.
I had an exam on Tuesday. I think it was good.
So you had an exam this last Tuesday,
Yes,
and you think you did good?
yes. It was in
And
English.
what kind of was it an English exam?
Mm,
Yeah, cool. So when you get your grade back, yeah, come back to class and let me know how you did. Okay,
okay.
that would be awesome. Very cool. Yeah, in my last class, I have a student named Amar, and he got like a 90% on his English test. I was like, yeah. And
Okay.
David here, David's waiting. David, is it tomorrow? Do you get your results back
Yeah,
tomorrow?
tomorrow in
Okay.
about 11 hours.
All right. So he's waiting on some test results as well. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, please let me know. That'd be great to hear.
I will send
Okay.
you via Facebook.
Cool. All right. And let's see, Halwani, how you doing? Welcome back. Halwani, can you hear me? Okay. Uh-oh. Looks like he may have had a connection. And David, how are things going today? Are you a little nervous, a little anxious?
Anxious, nervous, but I went to the gym and
Okay.
boxing. Today was boxing in the
Uh-huh.
gym, and I put my gloves and then all my nervous.
Okay. Very cool. All right, so you got your you practiced some boxing and things like that today. Today
Yeah.
was my I did lower body, so I did squats and deadlifts and let's see, what else was I? Squats, deadlifts, hamstring. I worked my hamstring. So every muscle group on the lower body, on the legs, I worked
Wow.
that plus my lower back.
For me, 4 hours for boxing.
4 hours. Wow.
Yes. I was with nervous, so imagine.
Wow. All right. Well, great. It's always good to go work out and burn some calories. There you go.
Yeah.
How about Ahmed? How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you, Chad.
Good. Welcome back to class. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
All right. How's everything going? Anything interesting happening?
Actually, yes, I just attended this class because I want to know about that girl, the ugly girl. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually a very interesting story. I like the story a lot. We read through it a little earlier today, and we'll read through it. If we finish it, we'll go on to another story. We'll probably finish it. It's not very long, but it's a good story. So very cool. All right, you guys. Let's see. It doesn't look like I have any new people here. Everyone looks to be familiar. Very cool. All right, you guys. Welcome to class. Bruno put in our link. Okay, so go ahead and open that up. Okay. All right. When you do, let me this here. All right. So when you do, this is what you'll see. Okay, so yes, our story is called Ugly Girl. All right, and let's start it off on the left-hand side this hour. Okay, and we'll go to so we'll start off with Ahmed, and let me have you read this first paragraph in about half of this next one. So from Hannah down to football team. Okay.
Okay. Hannah Polymer, 25, was a young, striving, successful woman who never felt pretty in life. She was not very tall, full-figured, short red tomato hair, and light hazel eyes, complemented by a little, sorry, a little what?
Little acne.
Acne, a little acne, which looked like freckles. Her appearance was hidden by dark clothes, and she hardly wore makeup. She was not very outgoing in a crowd. When judging herself in the mirror, Hannah hated who she saw and said to herself, "The way I look, I will never find anybody." The features she hated about herself the most were her sharp nose and thick eyebrows, to match her gray metallic glasses. Sometimes she thought about the days she was younger and how much she hated school and wanted to run to a place far away. In high school, all her friends teased her for being overweight and would refer to her as being very chubby. And no one ever attempt to tell her that she was somewhat attractive or at least cute. She was also a bit of an isolated nerd and had very few friends. Maybe she was the one girl that really had a hard time getting along with boys, or didn't adjust or to being a third wheel in a group. Right? Not here or continue?
Yeah, continue just a little bit more.
After being insecure and timed, she had her first crush when she was in seventh grade. His name was David, and he was an absolute god in her eyes. This gorgeous hunk had blonde, perfect hair, blue eyes, and was the captain of his football team. He
Good.
was the
Just so right there. Right there. Good. All right. Excellent reading. Okay. Let's practice some words here. Okay. So first off, we're gonna focus on some R sounds. So some GR sounds more than anything. Okay. We'll start off with this word. The word is gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Okay. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
There you go. That's it. Okay. Let's come up to the first paragraph, and I'm looking for gray glasses. Give me 1 second. Okay, so gray. So let's practice this word. Now I want you to think of this GR as one sound. Okay. Instead of saying gray, okay, it's gray. Try that.
Gray.
There you go. And then this word here, you had said, it's hard for me to do with the L, but you had you used a hard L sound. So we want to say glasses.
Glasses.
There you go. So let's say these words here. Okay, gray metallic glasses.
Gray metallic glasses.
There you go. That was perfect. Excellent job. Okay, I want to go to this word here. The word is attempted.
Attempted.
Okay, one more time. Attempted.
Attempted.
Yeah, so that ed at the end, that is an id sound. Okay, and
ID. Okay.
this T changes to a D. So one more time, we're going to say attempted.
Attempted.
There you go. That was perfect. Great job. Okay, one last word, and the word is were. Okay, if I can find it, it should be here at the very beginning someplace. Not war, but were. Okay, I'll just type it in the chat box. This word here, you had pronounced like where. Okay, now there's a difference. The word that I typed in, that word is were. Okay, and where is with WH. Okay, so that first word is were. The second word is where. Okay, let me have you try those. Were, where.
Where.
Good, nice job. Okay, everything else sounded really good. Excellent reading. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, how about Ahmed Lofty?
Yes.
All right, let me have you continue from football team, and I'll have you finish off this paragraph and read the second paragraph, please.
Okay. He was the kind of guy you would either want to marry, have dozens of kids with, or elope and have an affair with, and not care about a thing in the world. Unfortunately, David's personality was not as appealing as his handsome face, but one way or another Hannah wanted to spend the rest of her life with David. She had written a note to her best friend Tiffany, who sort of knew people that hung out with him. Another positive thing about being best friends with Tiffany was that her acquaintances were somewhat popular, making her well-liked, and people at least knew Hannah. Since some of her pals knew David personally, Hannah felt it might increase her chances of ending up with the love of her life. In her note she wrote, "Tiffany, I don't know what I'm going to do, but can you tell David he has to take me to the dance? Try to make it sound like someone might tell Mrs. Kopf that he has been copying and cheating in algebra. It would look more believable that he has not if he were hanging out with us." Tiffany read the note, smiled and nodded her head. She already thought Hannah was acting too crazy about David, but promised not to tell anyone and was going to find out who David was taking to the dance.
Okay, there you go. I was just about to write that down. Good. So taking to the dance. Ahmed, excellent reading. Very good job. There's one word that I want to work on, and then two phrases. Okay. The first word, I believe you pronounce this as algebra. Okay. This G would take on a J sound. We would say algebra.
Algebra.
There you go. One more time. Algebra. Excellent. That was great. Okay. Now I want to focus on this the word the here. Now I did not hear the any other time except for right here. Okay. So I want to see if it may have been the circumstance, the other words that were surrounding it that made that had you say the dance instead of the dance. Okay, so let's we're going to focus on that TH. Okay, we're going to start here and say David has to take me to the dance. Okay, so try that, please.
David, he has to take me to the dance.
Good, much better. Yeah, so it may have just been a slip up, a small slip, but yeah, that was great. Okay, the last one I want to practice is making her well liked. Okay. Now, when you said the word "well," it sounded like "whoa." Okay, using two U's. All right. So we want to say "well," and you're going to link. Wow. You're going to link the end of "well" into "liked." So we're not going to stop. We're not going to say "well liked." Okay. You're going to use the L at the end of "well" to run right into "liked." So we say making her well liked.
Well liked.
Okay. Yeah. So making her well liked.
One word, okay.
Yep, one word. Try that one more time.
Well liked.
That's it. Good. Good. Okay. Very good reading. Excellent job. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to my next reader, and this is Bruno.
Hi.
All right. Hello. Let me have you read this this next paragraph here, please, down to where it says friendship is over.
Friendship, so okay. Someone must have told David how Hannah felt about him. He had this weird look on his face when she tried greeting him a couple days later, and she was confused. Did Tiffany backstab her and betray their good friendship? During algebra class, David walked up to Hannah and asked her about the note and Hood accused him of cheating. Hannah's face turned red and she felt like punching David for asking so loudly. She blushingly said that she didn't know what he was talking about and that she was only joking. David, on the other hand, replied with a few smart remarks such as, "Yeah, right, and I don't know how to dance, I play football." Anna and Tiffany shared 2 classes together, and it would take another 2 hours before she should be able to confront her soon-to-be ex-best friend. Tiffany was the first to notice her walk into the classroom and waved jokingly. Hannah didn't respond and simply ignored her by sitting in her chair, opening her book, and working on the next assignment before it was due. Tiffany wrote her a note, and it was passed down to Hannah. Hannah didn't read it, but instead wrote on a separate piece of paper, "Thanks for showing Dave my note. Don't write back, and our friendship's over." After having
just start right there. Just start right there.
Sorry.
All right, very good. Okay, great reading. Okay, very good. Now, of the things that we've been working on, Bruno, your TH sounds, your L sounds, occasionally a short I, things like that. Okay, it's sounding awesome. Okay, also W sounds. Okay, really good job. And L sounds as well. No issues from what we've been working on. I can tell that you've been focusing on that and working really hard. Okay, so now what I'm going to do. Okay, just kind of like what I did with Ahmed there. Okay, Ahmed Lofty. We're going to start connecting words. Okay, so well liked. When you have a word that ends with an L and the next word starts with an L, we connect. Okay, it becomes one word. All right, and you'll start to, if you watch TV shows or movies in English, you'll start to watch it as that happens more often. How we connect words. Okay, and I'll give you one tip today, and we'll start to build on them. Okay, but first I want to kind of run through a couple semi-clumsy parts, but we'll work on it. Okay, this is. Accused. Okay, so who'd accused him of cheating? So who'd accused him of cheating? Huda. That's how we would pronounce that. Who'd accused him? Who'd accused him?
Who'd accused him of cheating?
Good. Yeah. So instead of spacing those words, okay, we're actually going to space it kind of like this. So Huda would be one word, and accused would be the other word, right? So who'd accused him? All right, see how I do that? But it is actually just one word, right? Or sorry, it's the two separate words separated differently. Okay, we're gonna go to first. Let's see, where is this? First to notice. Where is first to notice? Oh, here it is. Okay, so here a lot of times we take the word to and we switch it to. Okay, so first to, Okay, so notice here we have a T word. It ends with a T and starts with a T. So we would not stop and start the word again. So we won't say first to notice. Okay, it runs right into each other. First to notice. First to notice. So there's only one T there. So try that.
First to notice.
Yeah, first to notice. Okay, and we're going to switch this to a D sound. First to notice.
Okay, first to notice.
Good, okay. All right, last one for you. Okay, the word her. Okay, now next time you're watching TV or a movie, okay, listen for how we pronounce the word her. We rarely say her. Most of the time we say okay. So how I would read this would be like this. I would say Tiffany wrote her a note. Wrote her a note. Okay, or wrote her. It is. Okay, so we drop that H and we don't say her. All right. Also, right here. So watch as I say her. Okay, ignored her by sitting in her chair. Ignored her by sitting in her chair. Okay. So let's try this one. We have two hers in a row. Ignored her by sitting in her chair. Try that.
Okay, ignored her by sitting in. Okay, ignored her by sitting in her chair.
That's it. Ignored her by sitting in her chair. One more time.
Ignored her by sitting in the. Ignored.
Inner.
Never mind. That's very hard. Ignored her.
All right.
No.
Ignored her by sitting in her chair.
Okay. Ignored. I will try it myself. No, never mind. Don't bother.
That's
fine.
It. That's fine. But yes, with that H on her, and Canadians do the same thing. The main difference between Canadians and Americans is the way they say the word about. Okay, we say about, they say about, a boat. Okay, that's going to be the main difference. Everything else, we talk exactly the same. Okay, and then they know French, or most of them know French. So,
okay.
Very cool. So, yeah, if you want, I can start teaching you those. If not, if you say, hey, you know what, I'm good. I think I may learn that at another point. But if you want, I can teach you that. If not, it's cool. It's no problem with me, man.
I got it. I just have to practice it. I understood the rule, but I just can't right now. It's very hard, and I don't want to take a lot of time.
Sure, no problem. All right, let's go to David.
Sure.
All right, David. Let me have you finish off this next paragraph, or sorry, read this next paragraph and this second one. So these two right here, please.
Okay. After having read the note, she still tried to explain what must have happened. It turned out that her friend Kelly, who just joined the cheerleading team, tried helping Tiffany make the team read the note and couldn't help but tell David. She said that she tried to play along, but David just didn't buy it. Hannah was so ashamed that she didn't care and yelled at her out loud. You shouldn't have told that wanna be in the first place, but I know you like to crawl up people's backs to get what you want. Tiffany loved Hannah and really valued their friendship, but enough was enough. She'd had it with her insults, and that they really marked the end of their friendship. High school turned out to be hell for Hannah. She was very overweight, lazy by hardly doing any activities, and stayed to herself mostly. It was until her last school year she finally got accepted by her peers of her book community and a nice college near her home, marking her a dweeb again. Still living at home, she didn't want to move out because she was saving money for a nice house someday, and after all, most of her earnings were for a trip to England after she would graduate medical school.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Now, I know we've been working on our R sounds a little bit. I can tell your R's are improving in some cases, but the hardest part, and this is a hard one for most people who speak in the Romantic languages as well as in the Eastern languages. Okay, that like a GR, like saying graduate. Okay, so let's try that one more time. We're going to say graduate.
Graduate.
Okay, one more time. Graduate.
Graduate.
All right, much better with that sound. Okay, now let's practice herself. Good. One more time. Herself. Good. Okay, and one last word. Okay, the word is first. First. There you go. Okay, good. Much better with those R's. Okay.
One
now,
question before continuing.
Sure. What's up?
Whip. What does it mean?
Which word?
The whip. V-E-E-P.
V-E. Oh, a dweep.
Yeah.
Here? That's like a geek or a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so someone that's like studious, and it actually should be dweeb, but it should be dweeb with a B at the end, but it could be different in other parts of the U.S. They may say dweep, okay, others may say dweeb. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what that is. Okay, it's being a nerd, being someone that only studies, doesn't have any friends, things like that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now I do want to practice some ed endings with you. Okay.
Sure.
So this word here, where did that one go? The word is accepted. If I can find it. Yeah, accepted. No, can't find it. Oh yeah, here it is. So that's the word, accepted. So at the end, that ed is going to make an id sound instead of just a d sound. Okay, accepted. One more time.
Accepted.
Great. Okay. The next word I want to practice is the word marked. Okay, that's a T ending. Marked.
Yeah, marked.
Good. One more time. Marked.
Marked.
Excellent. Okay. And let's see. I think. Oh yeah, that was my other note. So sometimes, David, this does not happen all the time, but your H's, you pronounce your H's really strong. Okay. Now the key to the H in English is that it's actually very soft. Okay. So instead of saying hell for Hannah, okay, we would say hell for Hannah. It's like a breath. It's very light. So hell for Hannah. Try that, please.
Hell for Hannah.
Excellent. Just like that. Okay. So let's try out this first sentence right here one more time. High school turned out to be hell for Hannah. Try that.
High school turned out to be hell for Hannah.
Great, just like that, nice and soft. That's that H sound. And like I said, you don't do it all the time. I mainly heard it on these two words. Okay, but yeah, other than that, it was good. Okay, excellent. Keep focusing on your R sounds and your ED endings. All right, David.
Okay.
All right, great job. Let's go to my next reader. This is Halwani.
Yes, sir. You hear me?
There you are. Yep, I can hear you now.
Yes.
Good to have you back. Okay, Halwani, let me have you read these next two paragraphs, as well as let's see. Let's go to price right here in this third paragraph. Okay.
Okay. Her parents suggest that she place an ad in the paper to give tutoring classes in her favorite subject, which was math. Her job, which was at the library of her college, would be the perfect place to give such lessons. The following week, she received so many responses that she started being picky about her students that needed torturing that really badly. Some of the inquiries were odd and scary, and she decided not to answer most of the emails. By now, she had one or two good, reliable friends. Megan, who worked as a bookkeeper across the street, was her lunch buddy and went jogging with her on Sunday. Megan told her she met someone that she really liked and wanted her to come along from dinner next week. As much as Hannah wanted to get out of she had to give in. That evening Hannah was at home, alone, and checked all her mails while watching TV. After checking most of her emails, she came across on that had heading with really exciting content. A young man that named himself Miller seemed to be looking for a tutor,
A
tutor,
tutor,
tutor
tutor,
to
tutor.
help him with his college math class. He was taking advanced trigonometry and want more than an hour per, per lesson and offered to pay almost triple the price.
Good. All right, Halwani. Excellent job with your R sounds. Okay, you're doing really, really well. We had a few, but these are really hard words. So, for example, library. Okay, this one here. Let's try that one out. Library.
Library.
Okay, give me a burr. Library. Library.
Library.
Good. One more time. Library.
Library.
Okay, good. And the other one was scary. You had said Scotty. That's going to be scary. I can't find it. My eyes are not
Scary.
working. Okay, yeah, scary.
Scary.
There you go. That's it. Okay. Now, very good job with your R sounds. Keep focusing on those. Okay, don't let them go. Okay,
The
because
ED sound.
they're sounding really good. All right. What's that?
The ED sound. I think that it's not.
Exactly. So let's go over some ED sounds. All right. So that's what I had written down here. Okay.
Okay.
So did you? I can't recall. Did you take one of my ED classes from yesterday?
No.
No. Okay.
I will.
All right. So
I downloaded the lesson and then I will watch it another day.
Okay, super, no problem. All right, so one of the rules here, okay, when you have a word that ends with a T, okay, and then you put an ed at the end, that's when you can say wanted. Okay, try that.
Wanted.
Exactly. Yeah. So if it ends with a T, that's when we say that id sound. Now, if it ends with a K, okay, a K sound,
Checked.
that is now a exactly just like liked. Okay,
Yes.
so liked you said perfectly, but checked you had said checked.
Checked.
Okay, yeah. So remember, if it ends with that K sound, that is checked. Okay, the same thing with worked.
Worked.
Try that. Worked.
Worked.
Okay, good. All right, now let's practice the D sound on receive. Okay, this is received.
Received.
Good. One more time. Received.
Received.
Excellent. Okay. Here we have needed.
Needed.
Great. Now, that's another rule. When it ends with a D or a T, we can say id. All right? But on these other words like receive, we just go right to that D sound. Okay?
Yes.
And let's see. Did I have? I don't think I had. Okay, let's practice this one here. It ends with an M, and the word is named.
Named.
Okay, give me a D sound. You gave me a T. We want named.
Named.
Okay? All right. So with that M, you want to pull your tongue back just a little bit. Named.
Named.
All right. Okay. We're gonna work on that D sound a little bit with you. Okay. But those others, yeah. Remember, if it ends with a K, okay, that's that T sound. And check out that lesson. It goes through all of the rules. We have 3 rules that we go through. Okay, and that'll help you. And then we'll keep focusing on them. Okay. But nice job, Halwani. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to Isabel. Let me have you finish off this paragraph, please.
Okay. So his name was Dave Miller, and after emailing each other back and forth for a while, she found out why he needed tutoring so badly. Hannah was so excited, and when they picked a place for the first lesson, they both agreed on the library at her college. Hannah left home almost an hour early because she wanted to get there early in order to set up and go over the material for teaching day. Once she was inside the library, she found an empty table and started setting up her tutoring area. He described what he looked like, so Hannah would be able to recognize him, and even put her phone on vibrate just in case he would call. So far, no one walked in that would fit the description. Dave was now 15 minutes late, leaving Hannah devastated. She sent him a text message stating that she was getting ready to leave within the next 5 minutes. Hannah began grabbing all her belongings as she became really sad. She got to the exit door of the library as someone called her name. It was Dave, and he apologized for being late and explained what happened after he made sure it was Anna he was talking to. He got stuck in traffic and left his phone at the local deli and turned around to get it before anyone would take it or throw it away. Hannah was so happy to see him that she didn't care about what happened, and they sat down at the table and she had reserved earlier.
Okay, very good. All right, let's practice some short I sounds, okay? Now, this didn't happen every time, okay? Only probably about half the time, okay? So when I talk about short I, it's that I sound, okay? And those who speak the Romantic languages have a hard time with that I because you want to say E, okay, instead of it. All right, so, for example, the word it, okay? Instead of saying eat, we want to say it. Try that, please.
It.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, one more time. It.
It.
Okay. Also with the word in.
In.
Okay, good. One more time. In. Okay, one more time, please. In.
In.
There you go. Okay. And on within. Okay, both of those are short I's. Within.
Within.
Okay. Also in the word minutes. Minutes.
Minutes.
Good. Okay. So when you're reading, okay, your pronunciations with your R's, your D's, your T's, TH's, they sound really good. You read very well. Okay. But I want you to focus on your short I sounds. Okay. That will help you sound more like a natural speaker. Okay. That's one thing that'll definitely help you out. Okay. So short I sounds. All right.
Okay. Thanks.
Fabulous. Thank you very much. Let's go to Jane.
Hi.
Hi, Jane. Let me have you finish off this story. And don't worry, guys. I'm going to look up another story real quick. And even if we have to go over a little bit, I'll make sure the rest can read, okay? So, Jane, go ahead and read this story, please. Or read the last two paragraphs.
Okay. An hour after the lesson, Hannah couldn't help but notice David looked very familiar. Oddly enough, Dave felt the same way, but it really dawned on both of them when they started asking each other questions. It turned out to be the last person on Earth Hannah would expect to see. It was David, and he was just as surprised as she was. David said, "I knew you reminded me of a geek I used to hate." It was a joke, and Hannah laughed. She began to forget about all the terrible memories they had. David came down here to visit his father and brother. Since he had taken his ex-wife's name, it changed when they got the divorce. He also couldn't handle the pressure at his old college anymore and transferred to one an hour away from here. To make up to Hannah, David asked her if she wanted to go to the movies with him next Sunday. In return, she asked him if he wanted to be in her dinner date for her friend Megan and her date, and he said yes, surprisingly. Now that they lived so close to one another, they were able to see each other almost every day. David hugged her and told her he always thought she was a pretty girl, but never knew how to tell her. Teacher,
Right. Yes.
I was hear some echo. Make a mess.
You were hearing an echo?
Yeah, I was hear an echo.
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't hear
It
any
made me
any
scary.
Huh? Very
Yeah,
very
Chad, I was
strange.
hearing it too.
Yeah, that may be a thing with Hangouts, but I don't hear any echo at all.
Okay.
You guys don't have any other windows that are open, right?
No, I closed all of them.
Okay, very strange. Very strange. Okay, first off, Jane, excellent job with your ED endings. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So right at the very beginning, you corrected yourself. Remember that is looked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look.
And the rest of them that you had were very good, especially the word asked. Okay. Now the trick, class, with the word asked is not to pronounce that K. Okay. We say asked. Okay. We skip right over that K and go straight to the T. That's the trick. Okay. If not, you're asked, and it's a hard one to say. Okay. But very good. Now, I do want to practice the TH sounds, okay? So we had father and brother. These are both going to be voiced TH sounds. Father and brother. Try that.
Okay. Father and brother.
Good. All right, brother was good. Let's try father again. Father, brother.
Father and brother.
Good. All right. So let's throw it into the sentence. David came down here to visit his father and brother. Try that.
Okay. David came down here to visit his father and brother.
Good. Much better. Okay. This word here is surprisingly. Okay. Make sure to pronounce that "ly" at the end.
Oh, okay. Surprisingly.
Good. One more time. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Good. Yes. The accent is right here on that RI. Surprisingly.
Oh,
okay?
Surprising.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Very, very good reading. Excellent job with your ED endings. You did very well. Okay. Now, Class, I put in another link into the chat box. Go ahead and open that up. That'll take you to our next little story we're going to read. Okay, and we're not going to finish the whole thing, but I have some people that were left out that have not read yet. Tarcisio, I believe you are next. Or let's see, Sofiane. I apologize, Sofiane. Let me have
Yes.
you read these two paragraphs, please.
Okay. It was one of these first warm days of the year. Horatio looked down over the calm sea. From his position on the hill, he actually had a splendid view. The warmth of the sun touched his body. He took a deep breath. His eyes followed the sparkling spots in the sea. Far out was the boat. Blue endless sky over the endless sea. Horatio sighed. If only his great wish became true. Became true. His dream tears ran over his face. Horatio was a cactus, precisely a prickly pear, standing at the edge of what once was a small garden in front of a deserted house on hill near the sea. He was the only one left of his close family. Around him was a variety of colleagues, like for instance, a group of agaves. A bit further towards the empty house, another family of prickly pears, and then lots of wild rosemary and thyme bushes. Horatio was disabled. He could not stand upright. He had to bend over because of some damage, and therefore grow slowly and in one direction. His right arm was not there anymore. His left shoulder was damaged because the rusty rest of an iron grill of the back of a chair was pressing on him since a long time. The heavy burden was there all the time, day and night. He had to learn to live with it. First he thought he will die. The pain was terrible and permanent.
All right, excellent job. Thank you. Let's practice some words here. Okay, this word instead of being leave is live.
Live.
Good. Okay. The CH sound. This sound is ch. Okay, it's a short burst of air, and that is chair. Chair.
Chair.
Good. Much better. All right. This word here is bushes. Bushes.
Bushes.
Excellent. One more time. Bushes.
Bushes.
Great. Okay. Let's practice these two words. Okay. This is variety of colleagues.
Variety of colleagues.
Good. One more time. Variety of colleagues.
Variety of colleagues.
Great. All right. Now, one word I want to discuss is the word breath. Okay. You had read the word as breathe. Okay. Now let me write the difference here. Okay. There's two words. Okay. Breath without an E at the end. That is a short E sound. Okay. Short E. Breath. All right. But if we have an E at the end of the word, okay, that is a long E. Okay. The word is breathe, and that is a verb. So breath is a noun. Okay. And breathe is the verb, to breathe. Okay, breath. He took a breath.
Breathe. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So let's practice one last word. Ayad without the E at the end. That is breath with the short E. Okay. Last word here is splendid with a short E sound. Splendid.
Splendid.
Good, much better. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Okay, I've got two other readers. You guys can stick around if you want to. Class is technically over. I'm gonna keep going. I have to